Welcome back, everyone. We're finally at the last chapter of Code of Ethics, but because we're at the last chapter, this does not in any way mean that we are done with ethics. Your ethics will continue throughout the remaining of the program. You will have little pop quizzes from here and there to be added in to ask, what you would do in specific ethical situations. So again, even though we're at the end of the chapter, we're not finished with ethics, nor will you ever be finished learning ethics. You're required to maintain a certain number of continuing eds in the field of ethics every 2 years to continue your license. It's recently been changed from 2 hours up to 6 hours, as we stated before in the previous chapter. So you will always be learning ethics and be updating your ethics. Okay, so writing your own code of ethics. We'll begin today on building on existing codes. So all individuals have their own personal code of behavior that you generally follow. Your personal code generally isn't written down, and it's usually not communicated until there is an instance that arises where it's needed to be done so. In contrast to that, a code of ethics is a written document that a group, a business, an association, or an individual presents to others, stating your beliefs about appropriate and inappropriate behavior. Many massage and bodywork therapists belong to a group or association that has a code of ethics, and when you join that group, you agree to follow their code. With our school, we do our student malpractice insurance through AMTA, the American Association of Therapeutic Massage. Sorry, I just slaughtered that. American Massage Therapy Association, AMTA. And, sorry, I was trying to read and talk at the same time. Doesn't work too well for me sometimes. You'll join the AMTA for your student insurance. And before I have you do that, I have you read over and sign that you've read their code of ethics. And hopefully by this point you understand why we do that. But moving on to building your own existing codes. Published codes often seem too abstract or too general, or they're not personalized for individual therapists. Therefore, it's a good idea to write your own code of ethics. It's not necessary to develop an ethical code entirely on your own. You simply expand on others' codes typically. You pull bits and pieces from different groups or associations to build your own code of ethics. Developing your own code. Writing your own code gives you, as a new therapist, a beginning foundation for your practice. It is challenging to begin a new career, but your code provides standards to which you can refer to when needed. So the whole code of ethics is the entire foundation of your entire future at this point. So you want to research practice issues before you begin practice. In addition to having a code of ethics, you should do some research to ensure that you have all the information you need affecting all areas of practice. Researching requirements for massage therapy practice is the responsibility of every therapist. Even if you're going to be working for someone else in an established business, you still want to have your own personal code of ethics. Our textbook, you have exercise 14.1. I want you, if you haven't already done so, to pause here and go and do that, and then we'll come back and move on. Okay, so box 14.1 gives you a research questionnaire. If you haven't done that already, I would like you to do that as well. And then we'll finish up with our topic. Okay, so finally we'll talk about the resources. Resources can vary, but the internet is a very valuable resource, but also you've already had to go to City Hall or your county office and ask for copies of ordinances or laws that apply to your massage therapy practice, use those ordinances as well as a valuable resource. And also the AMTA, the ABMP, and the NCBTMB are also very valuable resources for writing your own code of ethics. And in addition, I like to have students to research other massage therapies or massage therapists' codes of ethics to just get a general idea of what you want in your code. So that completes the section or the textbook on code of ethics, or the ethics, textbook, and finalizing with writing your own code. Now at this point, for part of your final grade, I want you to write your own code. Again, you should have at least 10 different statements in your code of ethics. And if you're feeling really good about it, you can go ahead and start writing your policies and procedures manual, because you will have to be required to do one of those in your business class. So something to think about as we finalize ethics.